My dear friends, today I'm going to talk about assumption. And I'll start with a question. When you first saw me, a priest, wearing a clerical collar and mentioning the word assumption, what was the first thing that came into your mind? Did you tell yourself, hey, Father Jerome is going to talk about the Assumption of Our Lady? And if that was what came into your mind, then I'm afraid that you have assumed wrongly. And yes, I'm going to talk about assumption, those things that you accept freely without proof. In today's gospel reading, Jesus responded to the scribes' insistence that the Christ is a descendant of David. Maybe the scribes also insisted that the Christ was merely another human person, that the Messiah was nothing more than a political Messiah. And Jesus asked this rhetorical question: if David also called the Christ the Lord, how then can the Christ be the son of David? How can the Christ be a human person, another political Messiah? The Christ must be someone more. And he was referring to himself. Jesus Christ must be someone more. Jesus Christ is the Lord of all things. But Jesus was not only affirming his lordship, he was challenging the people, the scribes and the people who did not believe that he is the Son of God, that he is the divine Messiah, that he can also be the son of David. Because these people have preconceived ideas, preconceived notions, biases and assumptions. My dear friends, sometimes our biases and underlying assumptions, if we are unaware of them and if they go unchecked, these may prevent us from progressing in our spiritual life. In today's first reading, St. Paul speaks of the importance of Scripture, because Scripture can be used to refute errors, can be used to teach people how to be holy and many other things. But yet when we read Scripture, we will read it with a certain degree of biases and underlying assumptions. And when opinions differ, who is correct then? But remember, in today's first reading, St. Paul also speaks of remembering who your teachers are. And when it comes to matters of faith, including interpretation of Scripture, our teacher is the teaching magisterium of the Church, Mother Church herself. My dear friends, if you want to make progress in your spiritual life, always be aware of your biases and the assumptions which you hold, and always turn to the Church for guidance.